Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Get my game fuel. Roll. Oh. How are you supposed to drink these things when the lid is like literally like a game fuel things? What are you supposed to do? Like just squirt it in? This flavor is nasty. Yeah, game fuel. Mountain Dew game fuel. It tastes like acid, but you know what? It's okay. So I'm going to keep drinking this acid. Yeah. All right. How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a spectacular day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys haven't already. Also, please do me the biggest favor of all. Hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. And we're going to be unboxing my gift that I got early from a very wonderful friend of mine. We're going to be unboxing Battlestar Galactica, the complete series. I am reading live chat. Chat is enabled. So if you guys have any questions you guys want to ask me about this or anything else, put it down in the live chat and I will definitely answer it. And if it's a really interesting question, I'll save it for answering in a future podcast. And I hope you guys are all having a great day. Also, make sure to head over to Twitch and follow me there at Douglas447. Try to stream there at least once a week, whether it be for Destiny 2, Halo, Battlefield, Call of Duty, or whatever else in the mood for, or anything you guys have as a suggestion. And if you guys have anything you guys want me to review movie-wise here on my channel, please let me know in the comment section of any of my videos. And I definitely would do so. Just tell me recommendation, watch this movie and review it, and I will get to it as soon as possible. If it is on Netflix, Hulu, or HBO Max, I will not be able to watch it because I don't have those subscriptions. But if it's on Disney Plus, disc, or digital stores, I can watch it then. So I'm going to do this really quick, and then we're going to unbox this. Alrighty. Do that really quick. All right, and here we go. So here it is, Battlestar Galactica. This is the complete series. Funny thing though, I don't think this actually has the 2003 miniseries that actually kickstarted off this show. So it's still in the plastic. So it's actually, so you got seasons 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like there's some sort of movie called Battlestar Galactica: The Plan. I don't know what that is. I've actually watched all 4 seasons, and I'm working on getting those reviews out for you guys. I'm hoping that'll be out sometime in 2021. I'm thinking probably February or March of next year is when my review for this whole series will be out. I actually have the entire series, including the mini-series, digitally. So a friend of mine actually is like, they know that I'm a big fan of Battlestar Galactica, at least the updated one. And so they got me the complete series on Blu-ray. I do not know if the miniseries is included in here. So I'm guessing it's not. So we got all 4 of these, and then the movie. Get that up to the camera. And then on the other 3 sides are some of the main characters in the film. So we've got, I believe this is Caprica. It's been a while, so don't judge me if I don't remember everyone's character name. I know this is Caprica, and these 2 are in love. These 2 are both in the show, and they're in love, and they're actually become angels. You got Colonel Saul. This is Commander Adama of the actual Battlestar Galactica. This is the president, which has cancer, and she ends up dying at the end of the show. Spoilers, sorry. And then we have this guy, I can't remember him. And this is Commander Apollo's son. And this is Starbuck. Starbuck actually ends up dying at the end of season 3. And she's in season 4, but no one knows exactly why. You find out that she's actually an angel. So let's take this apart. Got my trusty scissors here. Pretty sure a lot of you guys thought I was going to be actually unboxing something else today. But I kept it a surprise for a reason. Oh, those just slide out really easily. Plastic off. All the plastic is off. So, yeah, let's take a look. So we got the Battlestar Galactica plan. Hi, Ted. How you doing? Hi. No spoilers. Oh, you haven't seen the show? Okay. Well, I won't spoil. I'll try to stay away from spoilers as much as possible, man. So this is the plan. This is, I don't know what this is. That would be my game fuel, my acid cup. So this is, they rebelled, involved. Their plan is simple: destroy the race. Okay, so this is some sort of movie. I don't know where this actually fits in. I don't know where Battlestar Galactica fits in to the actual TV show. I don't know, because I've watched, like I said, the miniseries and all 4 seasons, but I don't know where this takes place timeline-wise in the show. So I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to check out, where does Battlestar Galactica, the plan, fit in? Where does it take place in the TV show? Takes place in season 2. Takes place between episodes 17 and 18 of season 2. That would explain why, like, when I was watching season 2, there were some gaps. Like, there's, like, you know, previously on Battlestar Galactica, and then you go into episode 18, and it's like, I felt like I was missing something. That would explain why. And then we've got all 4 seasons. So I'm going to take them out one at a time. Look at that. Look at this. This is the season 1 front. And then here's season 1's back. I love, let me get that close to the camera. You got the Battlestar Galactica right there. And then you've got Caprica, you've got Commander Apollo, and the President. I'm really curious. So it says high def, relive all 13 episodes plus the 4-hour miniseries. The miniseries is in here. That is awesome. That is sweet. Okay, I don't have to go on to Amazon later today and order the miniseries on DVD. I am happy. I'm so happy. And what's cool, I'm already unboxing it without it being on the camera. I'm just so excited. I love this show. This is one of my top 10 shows ever. So you just have the flap and you get the disc out. There we go. So you got a protective case. It's hollow and it just holds them. And then here is this. And here you go. You got all 4 of these. These are the discs. So you got season 1. Yes. And these are all Blu-ray. And it's got, I'm guessing all of these have Dolby Digital sound, which is pretty good. It's not Dolby Atmos, but I mean, considering this show came out in what, 2003, 2004, I'm just like, still, it's amazing. So there you go. Here's the front cover of season 1. It's the same for the protective cover. So, yep. There's yeah. So it says disc 1 is actually the mini series. So that's really cool. So if you guys plan on getting Battlestar Galactica, the complete series on Blu-ray, do realize that season 1 does include the miniseries. Interesting fact, this entire series struggled because a lot of people were like, we don't know if we want a remake. We don't know if we want a remake of Battlestar Galactica. So they did the miniseries, the 2-part miniseries in 2003. And then they actually didn't kickstart season 1 off, I believe, until 2005. Because I believe 2005 is when season 1 came out. 2006 was season 2. 2007 was season 3. then they had to take a year off to figure out how they wanted to end the show properly for season 4. And season 4 came out in 2009. So we got that one. And then what the? Okay, someone's texting me. I'll get to that later. Who is it? Okay. I'll reply to your text later, Ted, if you're watching. So here's season 2. By the way, you can put the question that you texted me in the chat. It won't bug me. I promise I won't talk spoilers. LOL. So here's season 2. This is pretty good. I like her dress. Her dress is pretty sexy. And so yeah, this is season 2, and it's got all the episodes for season 2 in it. And I got a gut feeling they're all pretty. This one's different. They ended up packaging this season differently than season 2. So instead of it being like in that flimsy first case, you open it up like this, and there you go, which is like, this is pretty cool. This is pretty sick. So you got have the disc all upside down. That's kind of funny. I got season 2. Is there any bonus features? Any bonus features for this? Just 4. I don't know if there's any bonus features. I like watching bonus features for shows, like for the bloopers or like how they made the show. So I'm curious, does it include any bonus features? There's a trivia challenge. They actually made a card game. That's pretty funny. I like that. There's bonus features in here. There's a sizzle reel, sneak peeks, deleted scenes. I'm going to watch all that stuff on here because, like, digitally, you don't have the chance to watch all that stuff unless you pay for it extra. And I really like watching it. Like, for a lot of shows, like, for example, let's say, like Clone Wars, Rebels, Band of Brothers, The Pacific, Once Upon a Time. I love watching all the bonus features for those type of shows, just because I like seeing how they made it, and I love seeing the passion from not only the writers, the directors, the producers, but also the cast and how much love they had with the show. I'm gonna take some more sips of this acid really quick. By the way, Mountain Dew, if you're watching this, which I'm sure you're not, but I don't care, whoever designed this Mountain Dew Game Fuel for the cap is the most stupid person ever, because you literally can't sip it because the hole of where the fuel comes out is stupid, and then you got this freaking flap lid. It's like you literally have to squirt it in your mouth. Of Mando. Yes, I actually have the review all set up and ready to go, and I have the episode review ready. It should be dropping. What is today? Today's Monday. That'll be coming out on Wednesday. That should be dropping. Let me take a look. It's dropping Wednesday this week. Take a look. It's already uploaded, but I don't want it conflicting with. I didn't want it conflicting with my stream today, and I've already got a video planned for tomorrow. So my Mandalorian review will be up on Wednesday. Let me take a look of when I set up for time-wise. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, it'll be out Wednesday, 9 a.m. So, yep, there you go. I hope you've been enjoying those reviews, Ted. I got a review for every single episode of The Mandalorian here on my channel, and you can, if you've missed them, you can go to my playlist. They should all be under All Things Star Wars, and they also should be everything in the TV shows playlist if you want to do that. Of course, you can use the search engine and check those out. But I've been having a blast. I will say, I'm taking a break from the unboxing. You got me started on Star Wars, dude. I thought that the episode was really good. I don't want to talk about my review here in this live stream, But I do feel like we'll talk about the end of the episode. No spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. No spoilers. But I do feel like the ending of the tragedy was really interesting in the fact that I feel like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they're kind of creating a Star Wars bounty hunter Avengers team without spoiling anything. And I'm just like, I like that. Also, I like the fact that the episode kind of didn't need to have like a gigantic cameo. Like, if you haven't seen the other episodes, I'm going to talk about spoilers really quick for like 3 seconds. There's no major characters. Like, there's no Ahsoka Tano. There's no Bo-Katan. There's no Marshall. There's no Ice Fighters from the Rebels show. So, yeah. You can lift the tab up. It's 3 seconds are up. Yep. Yeah, I know I can lift the tab up, but it won't. It's up, but it won't stay up. I can't. You can't drink. You literally have to. It is the stupidest thing on the planet, okay? Oh, the other side. Okay, hang on. I'm an idiot when it comes to G Fuel. How do you? Fine, I'm just gonna suck on this like a freaking 2-year-old. Moving on. My friend used the can opener. I don't. Can opener. I promise you, I'm not doing this on purpose just for giggles. This is just driving me insane. I don't know. What do you need can opener? What can opener, Tom? This is bonkers. There's no can opener. Oh, this is dumb. This is so stupid. This is not supposed to be a how do you open a pop can live stream, people. This is supposed to be how do you This is pissing me off. Ted, next time I see you, you're gonna have to show me how to open this stupid thing because this is beyond me. Treat it like soup. I don't drink soup out of a can. I'm so sorry for all that. Okay. To be honest, the only reason I got this Game Fuel is so I could get the double XP token for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Otherwise, I couldn't give 2 shits about this because this tastes like I'm drinking freaking acid. All right, that's it. Now that's kind of... I should make a video of me just sucking this down for 8 minutes, and that would be the best video ever. That's not you're doing great. Those guys are the future of Star Wars. Yeah, I really want Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, I can't believe I'm talking about this in a Battlestar Galactica thing. I can't believe that Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson are still in charge of Star Wars. And you can quote me on this. You can go online. Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson's, try that again. Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson's mission is to destroy the Star Wars universe. But I am so grateful. I am so happy. I am so very proud of George Lucas's apprentices, especially Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, making the Mandalorian show what it is. Like, and a lot of people don't know this, but Dave Filoni helped George Lucas make the prequel trilogy. He was like, shadowing George Lucas when Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith were being made. And then George Lucas thought Dave Filoni, because Dave Filoni was shadowing George Lucas for those films, that's why he had Dave Filoni still with him when they were doing the Clone Wars show. And that's why Dave Filoni got to be in charge of doing season 7, and Dave Filoni was in charge of doing the Rebels show. And I'm very happy. Maybe we should treat them like soup. Who's this Lucas guy you're talking about? George Lucas? You know, the dude that created Star Wars? All right, moving on. Where was I? Season 3. All right, here we go. Here's season 3. Pretty picture. Favreau. Let me tell you something, Ted. Jon Favreau was the one that gave us the Lion King remake. I can't stand Disney's live-action remakes. The problem I have with Jon Favreau is he was given the green light to do the Lion King remake. You know what's funny about the Lion King remake? I saw it once. The only reason I saw it was because my grandma wanted to see it. In the Lion King remake, they do the song "Can You Feel?" I'll try that again. I'm going to sing here. Here we go. My singing voice ready. Can you feel the love tonight? La 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 la. Okay, enough. That was embarrassing. But they do that song, "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" during the daytime. How the frick how do you mess that up? Would the good flip the switch and shut the lights off for a few minutes? Nope, keep the lights on. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm really interested. Either tonight or tomorrow morning, I'm going to actually be watching the live-action version of Mulan because it's on Disney Plus, and I didn't want to spend $30 for it. So I'm going to be watching it and reviewing that, and I can't wait to destroy that movie and rip it to shreds. No one likes it, so I'm going to watch it and see if actually what everyone's saying about the movie is actually right. But yeah, Jon Favreau doing the Lion King remake was a disaster. So anyone that ever says Jon Favreau is amazing, I always think, did you watch the Lion King remake? And did you ever get to that scene where they sing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" and it takes place during the daytime? No? Watch that movie first, and then tell me Jon Favreau was amazing. Jon Favreau for Star Wars, though, completely different person. Han shot first. Greedo never shot his gun. No competition. The live-action remake, that's 100% CGI. Yes, it is. Not a single animal is in that movie. I will say the CGI is amazing, though. That was one thing I did like about it. That's one mistake. Lucas has made way too much. How about Lucas making Revenge of the Sith? That was bad. Ted, are you trying to trigger my soul right now? Revenge of the Sith is amazing. It's the only movie in the prequel trilogy that was good. We got to see Anakin Skywalker finally become Darth Vader. I love George Lucas. I'm sorry, George Lucas. I do love George Lucas. I love General Grievous as a character. And I loved seeing Clone Wars in action. I love the Clone Wars. I love seeing the Battle for Coruscant. I love Mustafar. And of course, the "Hello There" reference is just great. When will Stan Lee do a cameo in Tom? The love scenes are so awkward. Well, that's just how it's I think you're talking about Attack of the Clones. The love scenes of Attack of the Clones are the worst, especially that one scene where Anakin, he ends up killing all the Tusken Raiders, and he comes back to his farm. He's like, "I slaughtered them. I slaughtered all the men, the women, and the children. I hate them." And Natalie Portman, his character, is just staring at him and like, "Oh no, try that again." And 10 minutes later, they're like, please bang me and let's get married and have kids. I will say, Attack of the Clones has some of the worst romantic dialogue and scenes I've probably ever seen. The only thing I really liked about Attack of the Clones was we got to figure out exactly where the clones came from. We got to see Obi-Wan fight Jango Fett. I love the sound design of the Slave One and those sonic EMP grenades in space. The boom! I love those. And we get to see the first battle of Geonosis. Interesting fact, if you guys haven't seen the Clone Wars show yet, they actually have to have 3 battles on Geonosis because the Geonosans rebuild the droid factory and they build a super weapon. And then in Rebels, they actually have to go back to Geonosis because on Geonosis, the Empire uses the Geonosians to construct the Death Star. The beginning parts of the Death Star actually was constructed on Geonosis. So the rebellion has to go there and they figure out, that's where they start figuring out the breadcrumbs as to what the Empire is building, and it leads, of course, to the Death Star and A New Hope. They're both awful. Worst Star Wars movie ever. Revenge of the Sith was... No! Revenge of the Sith is amazing! I love that movie! Love that movie! Love it. Love it. All right. Back to the topic at hand, and I will continue reading chat in just a second. So this is Season 3 of Battlestar Galactica. Awesome show. And so we're going to take it out of the box. I do love your guys' chat. Thank you. Thank you. And here's Season 3. Got this beautiful picture. Got Captain America. I got Marvel on the brain now. Commander Apollo. The hot chick Starbuck. That's Commander Apollo's son. And evil blonde lady, without spoiling anything. And then we're going to open it up. Here it is. It's so shiny. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to watch all of this here on Blu-ray. It's just going to be amazing. To want to be Star Wars, LOL. Just, yeah, you're getting on my nerves. Getting on my nerves, Dad. All right, and then this is the last season. Season 4. As you can tell, they kind of changed the characters around, and then we're taking it out of the box. There we go. And this is the last season. I love it. Just, this is awesome. I'm so excited. So excited to rewatch all of this. Yeah, I got to go onto Amazon once I end this stream and actually cancel my pre-order. I was going to get the miniseries. I didn't think the miniseries is actually in here. I'm going to put this back in here. I don't know if... how is that movie? I don't know why they made a movie in the middle of this show. I feel like that's kind of bonkers. So we'll put it all back in here. So this is the actual front, and you got the movie right here. You got seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 there. And then for the box, you got some of the main characters. Keeps going, and it keeps on going. Oh yeah. So that's the end of the unboxing. And if you guys have any further questions or comments you guys want to put, or anything, you guys can ask me anything you guys want me to. Anything involving movies, music, video games, TV shows, or airsoft guns, and I'll ask them here. I'll answer them here, and I can also save them and probably put them into a podcast. I'm working on podcast 4 where I'm talking about the best and worst movies of 2020, best and worst game of 2020, and some other things as well. And yeah, I'm gonna finish up this G Fuel while you guys flood my live chat. What is your take on the meaning of life? Can you elaborate on that question, please, Tom? Please elaborate. Worst game of Halo? Ted, are you talking about Halo 5 Or are you talking about Halo Infinite that hasn't come out yet? No? What did you take? Okay, well then, the meaning of life to me is to, my parents have always taught me this philosophy is to work hard and play hard. So if you work hard, you'll make the money where you can, spend a little for fun, save a little for the future, and then take care of your responsibilities, which I didn't think responsibilities was like having to pay for electricity and water when I was 2. So yeah. So honestly, the meaning of life is to, work hard, play hard, go to work, spend time with friends and family, and enjoy life, whatever it is. I mean, I enjoy watching movies and talking about them with friends and family and with you guys here on my YouTube channel. That's the primary reason I started my channel. I love playing video games, hanging out with friends. I mean, I have an Xbox One X, and I'm hoping to get the new Xbox Series X eventually. Actually, one at a Taco Bell. It's just Amazon special with its delivery system. But I love playing video games with friends and family. I have family that lives in South Korea, and playing Xbox and using Facebook, it's a really great way to do so. So I've enjoyed that. I love shooting my airsoft guns and whatnot. I've got a P90, a shotgun, an MP5, and 5 airsoft pistols. A lot of pistols. I love doing that. I love, doing a skit. My brother and I, we actually did a skit called Master Chief versus Stormtrooper Jedi. And I actually tried to upload it onto YouTube, and YouTube was like, this is too much or something like that. YouTube actually called me. He's like, we need you to take that down. It's cute, but we don't want that type of content on our platform. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, I love doing that. This is coming from a Sony guy, Halo 5. Okay. Let me explain something to you. Also, this is a Xbox and Microsoft and a Nintendo fanboy. I don't like Halo 5 either. They're going to kill me to say. I don't like Halo 5 to begin with. Its story is so stupid. Like, you literally fight the exact same boss. That they have one boss, and they just reuse him 9 times. It's like, why the hell? Why did you give him a health bar for the first 8 if you just have to kill him again? Call of Duty's better. Here's the thing. I don't like the PlayStation. I like the PlayStation 1, and then PlayStation 2 I just didn't care about. PlayStation 3 I thought was an overpriced Blu-ray player. PlayStation 4, I will admit, probably it took over the Xbox. PlayStation 5, I'm just like, whatever. But the reason I really don't care about PlayStation anymore is that I like shooters primarily, and it feels good on the Xbox controller. And the Xbox controller is perfect for my big hands. The PlayStation controller is way too small. And I love single-player games, but the single-player games that are on the PlayStation, I just don't care about. I don't care about Spider-Man. I don't care about God of War. I don't care about The Last of Us. I don't care all that much about Horizon Zero Dawn. Even though I'd like to play it, I'm not going to drop $500-$600 on a console to play one game. I'm just not going to do it. I'd rather go over to your house, Sony fanboy, and play it there. I love Gears of War. I love Halo. And a lot of the stuff that's on the PlayStation that I really enjoy on that, I can get on the Xbox. Like, I can play on my Xbox Destiny 2. I can play Star Wars Battlefront 2. Warface. Breakout. I can play all of Tomb Raider on the Xbox. And I love that. You do have big... Yeah, I do have really... I have massive hands. And this Skyrim. Interesting fact, I've never played Skyrim. I don't know why. It's oozing. Ah, yeah. I've never played Skyrim, and okay, stop it. Stop it. I've never played Skyrim. And like even with Cyberpunk coming out, yes, I know, shocking. You learned something. Even Cyberpunk is coming out in a few days, Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm not getting the game. And the reason being is I just know for a fact I'm never going to have the time to finish it. It's going to sit on my shelf, and I won't get to it for another 6 to 8 years. Same thing that I had with Skyrim. It's like when it came out, I was like, this game looks so amazing. I just know for a fact I'm not going to have 70 to 100 hours to be able to dedicate to playing that one game. Because when I get an open world RPG type of game, I make sure I beat everything. Like, for example, the Outer Worlds, I have beaten that game 4 times. I've gotten all the different endings. I figured out how to do all the different dialogue trees and see different outcomes with different vendors. I've played every single side mission, side quest. I've done everything. I've talked to everybody. I've explored everything. I've killed everything. I've gotten every single achievement. But the problem is that I know for a fact I'm only going to be able to spend my life focusing on one massive open world RPG, and that's going to take me 6 to 9 months to get it all done. So that's just it. I don't have time to play every single big open world. So yeah, that's why, Ted. Hi, Devin. I just want to say hi to everybody. Except for me. Ted's here.
What?
Ted's watching.
Hey, Ted.
You can come in here and say hi. You don't have to be a stranger to the camera. Except for me.
Yes, it is.
Can I tell you something?
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, what?
I didn't know you liked Calypsos.
I do. I like to shake it really well.
Do you only like that flavor, or?
I don't care. I like the strawberry lemonade ones.
Oh.
Ted says hi. The camera's over
I'm
there.
just getting home from work, so I'm sorry if I look like complete,
Can you help me with something? Because Chet's been trying to help me. How do you open this stupid thing?
Really?
I don't know how.
You don't know how, but yeah.
Everybody in chat has been trying to help me, and I can't figure it out.
How do you not know how?
I've never had one of them before.
Well, you somehow got the liquid out.
I've been hosing it down.
Here's what you do: you take a knife to it.
They're like, you should get him that for Christmas. No, I don't want another game to go for Christmas. Calypso! Yes, Calypso drink.
It's simple, Doug.
Tom was like, it's like opening a can of soup, apparently.
Okay.
What? Yeah, go on.
I literally just showed you.
I don't. Oh, it slides!
So you pull up this. I don't think you even have to. Yeah, no, I don't think you even need to pull up the side that you did. I think you just push it back and it. I don't know. These are a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, they are.
Ted's laughing so hard right now, yeah.
Yeah, you do pull this up, break that, and then you slide this back. Pull up.
We're gonna try this again. I've been trying to figure
break
out
the seal and you push it back.
I've been trying to figure out how you open this for like 40 minutes.
I mean, you technically had it open. You just didn't do the last part.
Wait. How do you?
Stop.
I want it like this.
Let's see.
Guys, it only took 40 minutes and I figured it out. Ted's like, this is some good content.
This is some good. Did you really just say that?
Look at he's crying his eyes out. Ted, I appreciate it.
Doug figured out how to open up a can.
I was literally doing this. I was sucking it like Ted just said. He was sucking it like a baby bottle.
I mean,
I was doing this. I was having it squirt into my mouth. All right, guys. The can of oil is gone. Next, Texas man can of soup comp.
Do I need to get you a bottle opener?
Just give me a baby bottle. Baby bottle
You
pop.
gave me one from Little Caesars.
Baby bottle pop. You can lick it, eat it, and munch it.
You regret saying that yet? I'm gonna go.
Look at what my coworkers got me.
What the heck?
The entire.
Didn't you already have that?
I have it digitally, but a friend of mine gave me this for Christmas. Normally, this runs. Spoilers, in case you guys are wondering, price tag wise. Normally, this runs $150.
Wait, Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. And what's cool is, I was afraid of this. I was afraid that later on I was going to have to go into Amazon because it's all 4 seasons and then the movie that takes place inside of season 2. But I was afraid that with season 1, there's a 2-part miniseries episode. There's 2 episodes.
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched it all the way through.
Okay. Well, they ended up. This is the reboot version, but they ended up kind of doing it weird where they did a 2-episode miniseries in 2003. Both episodes were like an hour and a half long. And then everyone was like, oh, we don't know if we are going to be able to actually make the whole show because the miniseries came out in 2003. And with everything happening after 9/11, Hollywood was kind of going crazy. So they did the miniseries in 2003. They actually didn't start the show until 2005. So season 1 came out in 2005, season 2, 2006, season 3, 2007. And then they actually took a year and a half off before they did season 4 because they were like, okay, we need to make sure with season 4, we make it the best season ever. And they end the show properly and make the fans happy. So they took a year and a half off instead of like 6 months to make the last season. And it really shows. For those of you guys who haven't seen the show yet, season 4 is amazing. And the last episode is one of the best season finales of a TV show I have seen in a long time. It is up there with like the last episode of Clone Wars.
Do you need some water?
No, I'm good. So it's really good. I love it. So
You gonna drink that then?
the clip's up? Yeah, I'll drink it eventually. I've allowed.
Because it's either you're on camera and your voice is going like.
Yeah, I know.
Or it's. Yeah.
Yes. So how about Revenge of the Sith being a... Can you tell Ted, please, that Revenge of the Sith is not a bad movie? Because he has in his brain that Revenge of the Sith is...
Wait, which one is Revenge of the Sith?
Where Anakin becomes Darth Vader. He's got General Grievous and the hello there.
Oh, he's saying that one's good?
No, he thinks it's the worst Star Wars movie ever.
And
I'm like,
I can't say it's the worst, but I can't say it's the greatest either.
Can we admit, though, that Revenge of the Sith...
It is interesting to see actually how Anakin Skywalker became Darth Vader. That's about the only thing I can say that's maybe kind of cool to see. Everything else, I can kind of see his point on.
Can we also admit, though, that Revenge of the Sith is the best thing about the prequel trilogy? Like, it's the best out of all 3 of them.
Which one?
Out of a Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. Which one is your favorite?
I don't know. I don't have the names memorized to the particular movie as to what happens in that movie.
Right? Well, Phantom Menace has Darth
I'm not
Maul.
that much of a nerd.
Phantom Menace is where Darth Maul shows up on Naboo and kills Qui-Gon. Attack of the Clones is where Jango Fett shows up and the clone army goes to Geonosis. And there's the Geonosis arena. Oh boy. Looks like we need to watch Star Wars again.
I remember the events in chronicle order. I
love
I don't
Liam
have
Neeson.
the names memorized with the movie.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Hey, Ted, did you see the new Liam Neeson movie? What was it called?
All right, I gotta go.
Where are you going?
I mean, I just got home. Can I like?
Oh yeah,
shower,
we're good.
please?
Yeah. No, Ted, no Jar Jar. Ah!
He said Jar Jar Binks. Me still you almost.
Go away. Or no. You didn't see the new Liam Neeson movie? Watch it because it was decent. I forget what it was called, to be honest. Honest Thief. That's what it was. I thought it was pretty good. Honest Thief was pretty good. It was predictable though throughout the whole film. Jar Jar Binks is horrible. Don't like it. Haven't seen the new Liam Neeson. It's predictable. It's basically every single cop show you've seen, but it's like 90 minutes long. It's very predictable. It's nowhere near the level of like Taken. And it's not as bad as like some of the movies he was in. Like there was one movie he was in last spring that was just horrible. It's not forgettable. Honestly, it's not forgettable. I enjoy it. It's just like when I think of Liam Neeson, I'm not going to think of Honest Thief. That's all. All right. Alrighty. Any other questions you guys want to ask me that are not Star Wars related? Or if it is Star Wars related, can it not be about the prequels? Anything else, guys? Quiet over there. Giggles. All right, I'm going to be right back. I need to do something real quick. Are you? Oh. I can see what's happening. They don't have a clue. Fall in love, and here's the bottle. Ted, you're funny. Our trios are. Are you doing Lion King, Ted? Seriously? Really, Ted? Oh boy. Are you watching The Lion King right now? The sweet. What? All right. It's official. You're a Lion King fanboy. So I'm curious, Ted. Are you excited? Everyone else that's watching live, by the way, thank you guys for doing so. If you guys would also give this video a thumbs up, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, real quick, I'm going to ignore the Lion King chat for a second. If we can get to 150 subscribers, guys, by December 30th of this year, I can't ignore the chat. Just after the year. Seriously though, if we can get to 150 subscribers by December 30th of this year, my first stream in 2021 will be where I give away $100 worth of Google Play. So make sure you guys, if you guys are subscribed, thank you guys for doing so. Make sure you get your parents, your aunt, your uncle, your boyfriend or girlfriend to subscribe, your friends, your other family. so we can get to 150. If we can do that, if we could get to that, it would be greatly appreciated. And all of you guys who have subscribed, thank you guys so much for doing so. It really does mean a lot to me. Chat is enabled. If you guys want to chit chat with me there about anything of actual importance besides Lion King. All right, Ted, I have a question for you. I'm going to wrap this stream up in about 10 minutes since I've kind of finished the unboxing. Question for you, Ted. Let us talk about Mandalorian. Let's talk about Star Wars Mandalorian. Who is your favorite and least favorite character in the show at the moment? It's important. No, it's not. I can tell you who my favorite character is and who my least favorite character is. You need a second to think about that. Also, so far, including the tragedy, what is your favorite and least favorite episode? You don't have to give it the name. You can just tell me what happened in it. You can't remember the name of the episode. Grogu. Who's Grogu? I don't know who Grogu is. Who's Grogu? There's no Grogu. It's Baby Yoda. Marshall. Really? You didn't like the Marshall? What? It's for eating. Yes. Try to make it point. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream in about 10 minutes and then plug in the movie.
Why not?
You done? Or are you gonna come in here and be a sneaky person?
I mean, I could always do this on cam.
Please go ahead. Please come over here. Do that again. Come over here. Do that again, Devin. Come on. Ted will get a kick out of it. Come on, please. Please. Maybe I'll get one more subscriber to join just based on that. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother, the belly roller. So you don't like the Marshall? It's Baby Grogu. Honestly, my least favorite episode is the worst. The first. How about better as the season one? Wait a minute. Oh, your least favorite episode is the first episode of the show? Really? You thought the first episode that kickstarted the show is the worst one? Interesting. I mean, I had no problems with it. I thought it was pretty good. Oh, you didn't like the first episode of season 2. Really? Interesting. All right. Well, all right. So as of right now, okay, so the first episode of season 2 you did not like. Really, you didn't like it? Interesting. I really enjoyed the episode. I think I gave it a 9 or 9.5. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Now, let me say, the Marshall, he's not my favorite character, but he's not a character that he's on my bottom list. I thought the Marshall was pretty cool because, he's just a normal guy that ends up obtaining the Boba Fett armor. And he uses it for good. And the town that he's protecting, it's got that Western vibe, like any other, cowboy or Indian type of show. Especially that scene where you give all Star Wars content a 9. No, that is not true. There's actually some Star Wars stuff I don't like The Last Jedi. Yeah, I gave that a 3. A generous 3. And there are also some Star Wars episodes of The Mandalorian that I've given 7s and 8s. And there was one episode, and I'll tell you what it is in a second, that I actually gave it a 4. Star Wars is not a Western. Well, here's the thing. The Mandalorian show is inspired by Westerns. Like, I mean, you can clearly tell, especially from, like, the episode with Ahsoka, it had a lot of Western themes. It had some, like, Japanese inspiration in there. Also, that scene where the Mandalorian's walking down the street and those prisoners are up in those electrical prisons. And when you go into the inner part of the city, like that's Rome. And the prisons with the electrical cages on the outside to protect the prisoners, that was a representation of Christians being burned on the stake in the Roman gardens. So, yeah. There's a lot of Western things. There's a lot of Western inspiration. Even in there's space. That's not Western. There's Western inspiration is what I'm saying. And the show is inspired by Westerns. Go watch the documentary of season 1. They flat out say they got a lot of inspiration for the Mandalorian show based on Westerns. So, yeah. Anyway, you can see that a lot, especially in the first episode of season 2. Especially when they're doing that, the eye staring contest and they're about to do the who shot first kind of thing. That's why I don't like episode 1 of season 2. Well, just to let you know, Ted, you're watching a Star Wars Western. That's what the Mandalorian show is. So realize that's what you're watching, okay? That's what you are watching is a Star Wars Western TV show with science fiction elements and other elements thrown in there to make it a little bit different every time. So anyway, all right. So my favorite character in the show would be the Mandalorian, just because I love seeing him evolve and him actually growing and learning his way throughout the Star Wars galaxy. I like that because it's like he's actually a character that doesn't know anything about the Jedi or the Sith. He's been very secluded and he hasn't like gone out and done all that much. Like anytime he experiences something, it's for the first time, and we get to experience that as well. Like he's made some friends and made some enemies, but because he's been under death watch and he's been a foundling, he's been having to follow strict guidelines, and it hasn't allowed him to ask questions and be around other people to question what he believes in. Best Star Wars content of all time. Best Star Wars content of all time would be the original trilogy. The Mandalorian show's up there, but the original trilogy will never be beaten, in my opinion. Just because how they were able to use special effects and practical effects to make those 3 movies at the time, I really enjoy. My least favorite character in the show, definitely the episode where it was in season 1, that when the Mandalorian goes to Tatooine and he's got that other bounty hunter that wants to join the guild. I didn't like that bounty hunter that wants to join the guild. I didn't like him at all. I was like, he was so one note. My least favorite episode would be the whole, I think it's episode 5 of season 1 when the Mandalorian goes to Tatooine. I didn't like that episode at all. I thought it was just nothing but like, hey, here's Mos Eisley. Hey, here's the cantina where Obi-Wan and Luke met Han Solo and Chewbacca. And look, they're sitting at the exact table where Han Solo shot Greedo. And hey, look, Tusken Raiders. And hey, look, this is where the Millennium Falcon probably parked. And it's like, it wasn't a Star Wars episode. It was more like 30 minutes of like Easter egg hunting. And I'm just like, I don't like it. And that's why I also, when season 2 started on Tatooine, I was just like, oh gosh, this is not the planet I want to be on. Did they not remember everyone hating episode 5 of season 1? And I really enjoyed that. If you say Baby Yoda, I'll throw my phone at the wall. My least favorite character was that bounty hunter that wanted to join the guild. I didn't like him. So that was my least favorite episode, was the one from season 1, episode 5, where they go to Tatooine. My favorite episode so far. Who's my favorite Mandalorian character? The Mandalorian. Okay, good. My phone's her eyes. I just like the Mandalorian because we get to experience things that we all know, but he doesn't, and I like that. My favorite episode. I'm gonna have. I know this is probably gonna piss people off. Season 1, episode 6. Just because I felt like in that episode they nailed exactly what the Mandalorian is supposed to be. It makes it where we learn more about the Mandalorian's past, his friends, his tensions, some of his co-workers, his enemies. We get to see New Republic droids. We get to see the Mandalorian actually kick butt. We get to see the actor that voiced Anakin Skywalker in the Clone Wars. We get to see him, and I thought that was a really good cameo. The action was outstanding. I loved the lighting and the sound design in that episode. And the ending was pretty cool, especially with those 3 X-Wings with Dave Filoni inside of one of the X-Wings. I thought that was pretty cool. See, my biggest problem with season 2, and I haven't talked about this in the episode reviews yet, but this just came to mind. My biggest problem with season 2 is it relying heavily. Season 2 is relying heavily on 2 major things, which is why I'm not enjoying season 2 as much as I did season 1. Season 2 requires you to have Star Wars knowledge of past events. Season 2 requires the fact that you need to know who Bo-Katan is. My mom was watching that episode. She's like, who the heck is this? Why is she so important? I had to explain it to her because even though she saw Clone Wars and Rebels, she's not a Star Wars fan like me, and she doesn't keep track of that stuff. She's like, oh, Ahsoka Tano, that's cool. But you didn't realize how important that is. She's like, who's Grand Admiral Thrawn? I had to explain that to her. She even still thinks Moff Gideon is some sort of Darth Vader knockoff. And I'm like, no. He's just an Imperial officer that has the Darksaber. See, the thing with season 1 is that the only thing in season 1 that really tied in with the rest of the Star Wars universe was the Blacksaber at the very end of the season. Everything else was pretty much brand new except for season 5. Everything was brand new. Everything was a breath of fresh air, but it made sense. It made logic. It was understandable that this stuff would exist inside of the Star Wars universe and be canon. Season 2 is regurgitating a lot of characters, a lot of locations. I don't want to spoil anything from the tragedy episode, but there's a lot of characters and places and vehicles and Easter eggs and references that I don't care for. Like seeing Ahsoka, hearing Grand Admiral Thrawn being alive is cool. You know, Bo-Katan being alive, the spiders from Rebels, the Marshall character from season 2, episode 1 was cool. But, you know, and the Sarlacc pit fight and all that stuff, that's all grand and dandy. But it's like, it's stuff that I have seen before. And I just like, when it comes to a Star Wars TV show, I want new stories. I want new stuff. And we're not really getting that in season 2. We're getting a lot of, hey, look, Dark Troopers. This is from the extended books in the expanded universe. The Blacksaber. Oh, yeah, saw that in Star Wars, Clone Wars, and Rebels. Ahsoka. I'm just like, I want season 3, and what if they do season 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. I want them to tell stories in the Star Wars universe that we haven't seen yet. That's one of the things I loved about Star Wars The Force Awakens. And I'm like, we haven't seen these characters. We haven't seen these planets. I'm like, yeah, they bring in some old characters to make it easier for the transition. and then it got destroyed with Episode 8, The Last Jedi. But I hope you guys can understand that I want to see new stuff. Like, there's so much in the Star Wars universe that hasn't been said, hasn't been shown, either in animation, cartoon, or live action, and I want to see new stuff. I want Star Wars to kind of branch out and do more stuff. Star Trek is able to do that fantastically, which just boggles my mind that Star Wars struggles with that. Like, Star Wars can't seem to get away from talking about the Skywalkers. And even when they do, with like Episode 8 and 9, it gets destroyed, it gets butchered, and it really drives me insane. Like, I love Rogue One. I thought that was a really cool story. I really enjoyed that. The Solo movie, I thought that was pretty interesting. They both weren't amazing because I had some issues, but I liked that they were taking a risk, trying to tell stories that we really haven't seen, and instead of just hearing about it, I liked that they tried to make a movie and tell us that. So I really enjoyed that. Olivia loved it, but it was so bad. I absolutely love it for that reason. It allows fans to catch up with stuff like Clone Wars Rebels. That is why I just started watching the Clone Wars show, especially after the last episode. Okay, Ted. Well, you need to, when I come over in a few weeks, I'll be over in a few weeks with John. I'm bringing Clone Wars, so we'll watch it. Season 2, that is. They're putting new stuff out. We never saw Mandalorian. Yeah, I understand that. But in this Mandalorian series, I want them to tell more new stuff. Like, for the past couple of episodes, be like, hey, look, Bo-Katan. Hey, look, Ahsoka Tano. Hey, look, this person in the episode of the tragedy. And I'm like, what's happening? Who's going to show up in the next episode? Luke? Ezra Bridger? Grand Admiral Thrawn? I'm just like, I want what they put in the show to be stuff we haven't seen. I'm not enjoying all this fan service. Season 2 seems to be going down the fan service road. And like, I want some fan service. Don't get me wrong. I want some fan service. But I don't want an abundance of it. No, I'm watching it through with Olivia. Clone Wars, that is. Okay. How far are you into Clone Wars? Are you watching it on disc? Do note that you're going to have to get Disney Plus or hang out with me because I have Disney Plus, so you can actually watch the last season, because the last season isn't on disc. You have to have Disney Plus to actually watch the last season, which kind of sucks, but you can only watch the first 6 seasons on disc or digitally. You can't watch it without Disney Plus. Season 1, episode... Wow. Okay. So, do you like Ahsoka in the Clone Wars? Oh, you have Disney Plus. Okay. Cool. Awesome. You didn't cheat, did you? You didn't see how the Clone Wars ends, right? Everybody lives! Woohoo! Curious, do you like Ahsoka in The Mandalorian or the Clone Wars right now more? Also, did you watch when you started watching Clone Wars, did you start off with the Clone Wars movie that started off the TV show? Or did you just start with season 1, episode 1? I like the Clone Wars Ahsoka, but I love seeing live action. See, the problem, I don't. The actress that does Ahsoka Tano in the Mandalorian show did a pretty good job. It's just weird because her voice is not of the original actress, and it kind of just throws me off. Okay, I advise you to watch the opening movie that's like 90 minutes long before you get too far into the show, because the opening Star Wars Clone Wars movie will explain things. Like, it introduces Ahsoka and how Anakin and Ahsoka meet up. It will explain Count Dooku. It's going to explain a lot more of Jabba the Hutt, which is really important for the first 2 seasons. And it also introduces Count Dooku's apprentice, Asajj Ventress, which is really important for the first 5 seasons of the show as well. No, I heard it was trash. It's not trash. It's not trash. I like it. It's memorable. It's a movie where you need to watch it at least once before you actually start watching the show, just because of the reasons I said. It introduces a lot of characters and locations, and there's the battles that take place. They're really important, and if you don't watch the movie and then you get into like season 2 and 3, there's a bunch of callbacks and references and Easter eggs and things, and it'll be really important for you to watch it at least once. It was helped by Lucas, so not. Yeah, my favorite scene is you can go onto YouTube and you watch this scene where they got the clone walkers, and Ahsoka protecting the clone walkers with their lightsaber, and from blaster fire, and you got these clone tanks, and they're climbing up this hill, and the soundtrack is like this really awesome rock and roll with a little hint of electro, and it goes ding 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 ding. I got that song stuck in my head. I've watched it way too many times. But yeah, watch the Clone Wars movie first before you get too far into season 1. It's important in later seasons, and yeah, it'll make more sense when you get down there with season 2 and 3. No, I'm saying that Lucas helped the Clone Wars movie makes it. You got a problem with George Lucas, don't you, Ted? Like, seriously, I don't understand your logic. I don't get it. You love the Mandalorian show, but you don't like. I just. So anything that Star Wars that George Lucas didn't make you like is what you're telling me. So you love The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. Means you also love Rogue One and Solo. Can't stand Luke. Okay, well, reality check. George Lucas created Ahsoka Tano. He made the Clone Wars show. John has that. Oh, you think Jon Favreau has outdone? Okay, you think Jon Favreau has outdone George Lucas? That's a interesting. That's an interesting thing to say. All right, guys, I have to end the stream here because I am extremely hungry. So I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with me, and thank you guys for watching me unbox this. And I appreciate hanging out with you, especially you, Ted, and especially you, Tom. Thanks for chit-chatting with me in the live chat. It's been an awesome time. And, yeah. I appreciate all you guys' feedback. If you guys have any questions that you guys didn't get a chance to put into the live chat, if there's anything you guys want to ask me, I'll answer it, and then I'll also save it for a podcast. And if you guys have any movies you guys want me to watch, let me know in the comment section of any of my videos. Just put, movie suggestion, and I will more than likely be able to watch it for you guys, as long as it's not on Netflix, Hulu, or HBO. If it's on there, I won't be able to watch it. But if it's on disc, digital, or Disney Plus, I can watch it then. And I appreciate all you guys for watching. You guys have a great day, great evening. And I'm going to go eat some dinner and watch a movie with my goofy brother. You guys all have a great day. Bye.